Well, g'day tubes, how's she going? Well, g'day tubes, how's she going? So, thought I'd do that twice for you know, because you all seem to love it. So, anyways, this is probably going to be the last day of fab on this little bucket here, and pretty well all we got to do is put our bar on and rig up some sort of teeth mechanism-y thingies, and weld them on, and probably do the same thing where, you know, weld the top and then over and around, and that seemed to work pretty good. So I'll don't know what size of teeth I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to get this thing mounted in here first. And I was sort of thinking over what I was going to do was probably actually cut her square there, and then I'm going to put this thing in kind of in the middle. So it'll be sort of like that, but you know, back in here, right? So we'll be able to weld her fairly good from the front side on the top here, and then underneath we can get some, and then along the sides, and then we'll do the teeth around the dewey there. So, but anyways, nice when she's, hopefully it's going to be heavy enough to sit back or where she should, but we'll figure that out after. But anyways, I'm going to find the spot where I want to situate this, and I'll draw somewhat of a line in there, and then carve that off of there, I guess. We'll plasma cut that out. So, yeah, let's get that figured out, and we'll get cutting here. Alright, so we got that bar on, and I am super happy with myself. I think I've done one of the best welds I think I've ever done. You know, a lot of them are not too bad, but I think this one is like you couldn't tell if a robot did that or not. Holy frig. And I had her turned out fairly hot, pretty much all the way. And on the auto set as well, so freaking awesome. And pretty happy with that, so yeah. But anyways, we're going to do, I guess, some teeth now. Now, I didn't finish welding these here yet, just in case. So, finish them after, because the teeth will come out here, I guess. But I'll do it all after I get all the teeth all glued on, and then we'll finish that up. But anyways, what I'm thinking of using for teeth was, I got still some of the bar of this stuff left, using stuff like this. This is 3/8 thick, a bit thick, but that's what, an inch and a bit wide. I can't really remember now how wide that stuff was. That stuff is 1.5 inches. So I'm thinking that should make a fairly decent tooth. We'll glue her on there and then bring it out, whatever we're thinking, and then bend it around and then glue her on the other side. So, but anyways, let's get her up into a more manageable position, and we'll get measuring some teeth here. Alrighty, so I'm thinking something sort of like that. Looks awful like a lot of material, you know. That's an 11-inch piece of frickin' 3/8 by 1.5 inch stuff there, but I want to weld her on 2 inches. Let me just tape here. Weld her on 2 inches, have 3 inches of tooth, and then it's got a bend, and another 3 inches for the bottom part of the tooth, and then another bit for underneath, right? So by the time you get her bent and welded on there, you're going to use it all up. So yeah, that's freaking pretty crazy. But anyways, we'll get sort of what angles we're wanting here, get these sort of tacked on, and then see how they're looking. Alright, so we got some teeth on here. They're all welded fairly solid on the top side of the bucket there, and turn that off. We're going to heat the dewies up there now with the torch and bend them around, and hopefully they come back around exactly where I wanted them. So anyways, here's hoping. And I know you guys are saying not to use one of these, but you know, for lighting the torch, but I've got a sparker somewhere. Think I can find it? Gotta clean up the shop, I know. Gloves on first. Okay, so we got some really hot teeth there, and it's funny how it's sort of split on me a bit there. Maybe I'll run a weld over there or something, clean that up a bit. But we also got to, I'll have to flip it over, but because of the thickness of that piece I welded in there, this stuff, it's got a bit of gap there now, so I'm going to have to heat her on the edge here and then bash her down to square it up to that other piece. But overall, we didn't make it too bad. Still red hot. So anyways, I'll probably bash those over and weld them on and see how we're looking then. Alrighty, that worked pretty good. I think we'll go ahead and weld those solid on there. They all look, well, that one's off a wee bit, but it's also the outside one, so, but the other two look pretty darn uniform, so yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead with that. Now, I don't know if I'm going to bother filling in. I might try. That's going to take an awful lot of wire though to do that, so I don't know if it would be beneficial to guess I could cut little pieces and stick in there, you know, like little 1.5 inch pieces, and then I might do that maybe, and then fill the rest in. I think it probably would look better. That looks sort of kind of neat, like it's got like bones or something, but I'll have to think about that for another time. But anyways, they're pretty hot right now, but I'm going to get in there and weld these and then flip it over and weld them again on the other side underneath. So anyways, here we go. Well, we got the teeth bent around there, welded on, and then it was sticking out a little bit more. It was a little bit longer than it should have been, so I heated them up again, then bashed them down again, and welded them down. So pretty awesome. But I'm telling you, I should be a dentist. I think the way I fill teeth, holy, look at this, eh? Not too bad. When we get that ground off a bit, you'll never even know that was a hollow tooth. So yeah, freaking awesome. But the rest of these are pretty steaming hot, so I'm going to leave them, go grab a bite to eat maybe, come back in an hour or two when they've cooled down a bit, and we'll get working on some more. So that's basically what I did. I just put in a hunk of one of these, you know, in there just to fill up the gap a little bit, and 1.5 inches wide, get her welded in there square, and just start filling. So turn the welder way down so we're not cooking her too hot. So we only got her down to about there, so speed number 6 or heat number 6, and it seems to be working good. Like that tooth was probably still red if you look at her. Just turn the lights off here maybe. It's got a bit of redness there still, yeah, but I'm not touching it, no frickin' way. But anyways, yeah, I'll run and grab some grub, I guess, and then we'll come back after they've cooled down in probably an hour or two, hopefully, and we should be good to go. So I'm not too crazy how, see, they kind of split there a bit, eh? I don't know why it's done that, but it's not like I didn't have it hot enough, but maybe I had it too hot, I don't know. But what I'll probably do is get it up on the end and just do welds right on the very end. Maybe that'll help strengthen her a bit too, so be nice to get a little bit more of a point too, so maybe even going with, I don't think I'm going to do that, but anyways, we'll go grab some grub, we'll come back when she's cool, and we'll see you then. Alrighty, so we've cooled down enough, I can touch them. Oh yeah, it's not too bad now. And I got some more of these bits cut there, however still a little spicy. We'll let them cool a few more minutes, but I guess if I throw a glove on it wouldn't be so bad. But and if I put the right glove on it'd be even better, or the left glove on it would be even better. So yeah, hopefully I can get these down in there. Might have to grind some of the rougher edges off, but with a bit of fiddling we'll get her down in there. And hopefully same with this one. We'll get them down in there roughly. And this one should go in okay. We'll get those fiddled down in there. And we'll solid them up, and man, we'll be looking pretty good. That's going to be a very good sized tooth, I think, there. So, but anyways, I'll get these fiddled in here, and then we'll get tacking these on. Alrighty, so we're all filled in. I bet you we're red hot. Oh yeah. I ain't touching that. No way, you're not making me. And anyways, we got them all filled in. Seemed to work pretty good. And I might just see if I can put it on the ends of these teeth, just you know, because they seem to be a little bit sort of flaky-ish, just from where I bent it, I guess. But we'll put something on. Should probably use some of that hard wearing stuff, but I don't actually have any of that. So yeah, and then I guess since we do that, we'll maybe take the grinder and try to smooth these, or maybe not. I don't know. It would probably look better. Yes, it would. It would look better. So I'm going to grind them. But I was thinking, you know, I maybe don't need to, because it's just going to be in the dirt anyhow. So, but I'll give them a little grind, I guess. I don't know. If you're going to do it, you got to do it all the way, right? Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to try it. I don't know if my Dewey will get in there all the way. So maybe I won't bother. Maybe I won't bother. The heck with it. I also wasn't going to paint this either, because, you know, that's, what the heck was the point? It's just going to get dirty and ripped all off and shredded off anyway. So yeah, so we'll just drive on like that, I guess. But I'm going to get her up on its sort of end where the teeth are up high, and I can maybe do some weaving welds there and kind of fill that end bit in there a bit. So anyways, let's do that and see if we can get this done here. Well, there we go. And I guess just the way that this is designed is not swept back a long way, so there's not there's a lot more weight back here on these ear things here than up front, so it will actually kind of sit backwards like that, you know. So, but that's not a big deal. Probably would have been okay if I had made the bottom scoop just come out a little bit more and then up, but that's okay. It should still work good. Oh. So anyways, we got our teeth on. I don't think I'm going to bother grinding them things. I'm just going to drive on here with it, and going to try her out, but not today. I'll probably wait until my 2 funerals coming in for Monday that are done, because I got my big bucket on there right now. And we'll rip it off maybe, and then try her on, you know, Tuesday or something, or whatever. We'll see here. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna paint it. Wouldn't mind giving it a little priming job, but then if you're gonna prime it, you might as well paint it. So I don't know. I got lots of yellow, John Deere yellow left, but not much green or anything. But yellow would probably be the color I'd go with. But I don't know, like, you paint it and then you use it, and then it ends up just ripping off all that paint, so you ended up wasting it all, you know, other than places like in here or back in here and stuff. But I don't know, I'm not really too concerned about having her painted. So I just, you know, want to try her out, make sure it's going to work and stuff, especially before you fire all the paint into it, because you can always clean it off later and, you know, give it a sandblast, whatever, and then paint it or whatever. But I don't know. Might just try her first, see what happens. So just gonna have one more look over everything, make sure I got all the spots welded and stuff. I'm pretty sure there's a little spot there that could probably use a bit. Not gonna make a huge difference, but maybe just boom, a whole bunch into there, and I think we're pretty much done. So that should be pretty good. I'm thinking that should dig a pretty good sized hole. So from the back to the front, we're going to be roughly 19-20 inch, I would say, at the time she's all up out of the hole. So that's pretty good. I think that should work pretty nice. That'd be a lot better than having a 24 by 36 inch hole. I think the 24 inch bucket does. So this will be an 11 inch hole. I guess we will say, well, no, it's going to be a bit wider than that because of the teeth here. But it'll be bang on 12, I think, by the looks of things here. Pretty close, yeah. Yeah, pretty close to that foot mark. So the time you get her up and down to the hole a few times, it'll probably be about 13 inches. But yeah, so, but I know you guys are probably going to hammer me for not wanting to paint this thing, but you got to think too, you know, as soon as I start using it, it's just going to tear all that paint off. So, you know, it's going to end up looking like, well, let's have a look. Basically going to end up looking like that, you know, so there's no paint left on this except on the little ears, which is all covered in grease, and a little bit of yellow down the back there, so really there's no point in painting it. You know, she's just going to get hammered anyways, so yeah, but anyways, I'm not really going to waste the time, effort, and money on paint for that thing, so, but anyways, let's just head her to the back here again. Well, there we go. That's going to be her for today, I guess. It's Good Friday today, so, you know, we come down, did a bit of work on that. Got her finished, so that's good.
Stupid text messages.
And we'll get her going, I guess, someday next week there, and hook her on, and hopefully she fits alright and stuff, and yeah, we'll get her going. Get digging a little bit of a, we'll do a test cremation hole back there somewhere, you know, back probably by the topsoil pile or something. We'll clear a bit of snow if there is any left, and do like a test kind of funeral thingy there for you kind of thing, right? So, but anyways, yeah, that's it for today. You guys have a good day and stuff. We'll talk at you for Farm Sim Saturday tomorrow. It's not a huge long video, but it was a good one. Found some more new mods that are pretty sweet, so we tried them out. Seemed to work good, didn't crash the game, so I was happy. But anyways, that's it for today. So talk at you's Monday, maybe, depending on what's going on. Sunday mail day, possibly. I got a couple letters for Sunday mail day, and it's gonna probably not be too long, but that's okay. Not too bad. But anyways, have a good night and stuff. Thanks for watching, and you know, following all the bucket builds and stuff, and hopefully soon we get into building a loader bucket. Wouldn't mind doing that, basically for a small like 3-foot wide loader bucket, just a tiny little guy. But anyways, yep, thanks for watching again, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.